Good morning, students. Today our class is Social Science and we will study unit number 11 landforms. I am not reading textbook. I am reading the summary of this text or chapter that you can understand easily. Whenever you study your textbook, you will get it easy. Let's start landforms. The land area which has different heights has a special shape and has a slopy terrain. Terrain means territory, area is called landform. Tectonic factors like earthquake, volcano, tsunami, and external forces like river, wind, glacier, sea waves, etc., contribute to form landforms. There are three characteristics to identify landforms. Number one, specific heights. Number two, slope. And number three, specific shape. Landforms are three types: mountainous, plateaus, and plains. The mountain, which has a shape like a sea wave, and has height greater than 900 meters above the sea level, is called fold mountain. Examples of fold mountains are Himalayas of India, Alps of Europe, Rocky of North America, and Andes of South America, etc. Due to tectonic forces, the central part between two strata subside or surrounding areas submerge, and the central part remains suitable as a mountain. The mountain thus formed is called block mountain. Examples are Satpura, Nilgiri, Vidya, etc. in India. When a volcanic eruption takes place, soil dust, dust particles, ash, pebbles, etc., and hot lava is thrown out. The conical hill is formed of these sea materials. Conical means you see the cone means triangle type, that is called conical hill is formed of all this material. It is known as volcanic mountain. Vesuvius of Italy, Fujiyama of Japan, Cotopaxi of Ecuador, etc. are the examples. Since thousands of years, the soft rocks are eroded and higher solid rocks sustain as a high land area. This is known as residual mountain. Mountains serves as a natural wall for any country or a region. They protect from the cold winds and give rain, obstructing the moist wind. Mountains are the place of origin of river. These are the repository of forest resources, mineral resources, and wildlife. The flat land area that has a height of 180 meters or above the sea level and a wide flat top is called plateau. The landform which is surrounded by high mountains fully or partially from all sides is called intermontane plateau. The plateau of Tibet and Mongolia. These are the examples. The region which has a straight slope on one side in the foothills of a mountain is called Piedmont Plateau. Examples are Patagonia of South America, Malwa Plateau of India, etc. If a region is suddenly uplifted towards a land area due to tectonic movements, it is called continental plateau. Sometimes the lava condenses at a higher region and forms a continental plateau, such as the plateau of Arabistan. The plateau formed of black lava oil are favorable for the cultivation of cotton. Minerals like iron, manganese, gold, etc. are also obtained from the plateaus formed of ancient solid rocks. The slopes of these plateaus are suitable for cattle rearing. When the continental shelf area near the sea is uplifted due to tectonic movements of the earth, the plain which is formed is called construct, constructional or coastal plain. The plain along with the Gulf of Mexico. This is the example. The resultant landform, which is formed due to the factors of erosional work of mountains, plateaus, rivers, winds, glaciers, etc., is called erosional plain. Such plain is not completely flat. The example is the Western Siberian plain. The river, glacier, and wind transport alluvium from one place to another, and it is deposited in the lower region of a lake or a sea. The, the plain thus formed is called the depositional plain. Such plain is also known as a river plain or an alluvial plain. Examples: the Ganga Yamuna plain in India. Plains are favorable for human habitation, so the activities like agriculture, trade, and industries developed here. Roads and railways also developed in the plains. Density populated cities are developed in the plains. The fertile soil of plains is more useful for cultivation. A bay is a partial part of the water body of an ocean. It looks like a large open lake around a landmass. The Bay of Bengal in India is the best example of it. The water mass, which is surrounded by landmass or on its three sides, is called Gulf. The Gulf of Khambat and Gulf of Kutch. Cape. A cape is a perpendicular end of the land extended into the water body of an ocean. Cape of Comorin or Kanyakumari of India and Cape of Good Hope of Africa, South Africa. The landmass which is surrounded by water from all three sides is known as island. Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, the examples. A valley is the low-lying region situated within the mountain range. Valleys are formed at the time of the formation of fold and block mountain as well as due to erosion of rivers and glaciers. The Kashmir Valley is India is an example. The narrow strip of water connecting two large watermasses is called strait. The Palk Strait between India and Sri Lanka, the strait connects the Bay of Bengal in the east with the Arabian Sea in the west. The narrow strip of land separating two large water masses is called isthmus. Example is Panama. It is located between North America and South America. The landmass which is surrounded by seawater from three sides and connected with land on one side is called peninsula. South India or Saurashtra are the examples. Here this chapter is completed. If you read your textbook, then you can understand it very carefully after listening this summary. I hope you will send me what I give you homework for this day. Okay, see you in next class. Thank you.